All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here in front of us, grab yourself a hot cup of coffee because we have the newest laser level that comes in super handy. If you do not have a laser level, you might want to definitely do not skip through this video. Just like all my videos, in the description box right below the video, top link will be this exact same laser level where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself after the video is done. Again, top link in the description box below. So it has a carrying case. And if you guys are not familiar with my channel, I am in a full remodel. So this is very welcoming because a laser level is awesome for many examples. I'm going to show you a couple really sweet examples in this video. Okay, it actually looks like it has a little remote control, which is kind of cool. And it looks like we also have some little accessories here, your instruction manual, you got your rechargeable battery, you got your recharging cable, you have your laser level, and this is what is really, really important, is your tripod mount right here, especially for some hard to reach places. Now, with that said, I probably will be using this tripod for my DSLR camera, and then I can put my laser level on top of that mount. Okay, flipping it over, you have a very large tripod mount screw area here and your regular one, which is right below it here. You also have your door, which flips down right here, and that actually has two batteries, which is fantastic because if you're on a job site, you might need a double battery. Very cool. Over here on this side, we have ourselves our on and off button, and we'll get to that in just a second. And then coming around to this side, you have your horizontal and vertical lines right here. Coming to the front, and of course the side and back, we've already seen that right there. Here is your charging port area right up on top here, and that is a USB Type-C port, which I'm really glad that they have the USB Type-C port. Okay, now on the top, let's go ahead and turn it on here without blinding ourselves with the laser. So you have your square mode, you have your vertical, your horizontal and vertical, and you also have your LED lights for your battery indicator here. So with the square button, it's putting off a line on the top, on the side, and on the side back here. So we're getting a horizontal level, we're getting, I'm gonna call it a vertical level going down. Here's a better of a look here. So you have your tower here, which puts off a laser and it blinks on you like that if it's not level. And then once it goes to level, then it stays solid here. So you have your tower up here putting off a line. You got your tower here putting off this line, and then your tower in front putting off the line here. It's going to hit every angle. Again, your minus button is going to just put the vertical angle here. That button is going to put just this top tower on, and then again the square is all of them together. Alright, so then you have your power button right here, so check this out. And then when it is level, your little LED light goes from red to a green LED light right here. And the square is this laser level's main feature, which is 360. And this right here has some measurements on it. So it's like a little traction tool. All right, folks, I want to give you a couple examples here. Now I am in my secondary theater room / kitchen, which is a full remodel and pretty messy as you can see. But I want to give you a couple options, especially if you're doing remodel work, construction work, etc. Now there is light coming in the bay window. You have lights coming in over here, but it's going to be a little bit more dimmer in here than my kitchen area we're going to go to in just a second. So I want to show you that laser. We're about 16 feet away from this wall right over here, and it's coming in nice and bright. And there is the energy saving mode as well with the laser. Energy saving mode is going to actually dim this, and then it'll come back to bright if you have it for a long duration. Let's put a measuring tape up there, and looking absolutely fantastic. We're looking at about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe even a little larger. Nice thick laser line at 16 feet. And I do have it on the little tripod mount right here. So we got it shining here. We got it up on the roof here. And I have my coffee machine kind of blocking it a little bit. Let's put it this way here. Look at how bright it is when it's a little bit more dimmer, especially close up over here on the wall here, all the way around the side wall here. And then of course the items over here are blocking the laser. And then over here, look at that. Just a beautiful T coming up vertically here, and then lo and behold, way over here as well. Now this is a really cool feature. If you need to make slight adjustments, this actually twirls up, and let me show you here. So you mount with your little knob here, you mount that onto this bracket, and then you can put this bracket on top of your tripod stand here. But this is really cool for micro adjustments going up or down, which is a lot better than sometimes having to mess with these goofy tripods, etc. And we're going to be testing this out, but there are magnets on the back of this bracket, and we're going to see how heavy duty those are, but that would be if you put it up against a metal railing, wall, etc. If you do not have your tripod, and then you could make your micro adjustments with your little knob wheel there. Okay, now we're in my remodeled kitchen, or remodeling my kitchen, and I want to show you energy saving mode, where it goes dim to bright, and that will save your battery if it is on for a long duration. And what's really cool is you do have your remote control. Now, unfortunately, you can't turn it off with the remote control. Control has all your different features here. V1 will kill your top one or turn it on. H will take your horizontal, turn it off or on, as we can see here. V2 will take off your vertical line, as we can see right there, and that will go into energy saving mode. It's just a little bit easier to see on camera in the dimmer room here. And then one more click on, nice and bright there. And now we are in a lot of windows. I got windows here, I got windows here, windows all the way around. So this is lunchtime, noon. And so as you can see, still nice and bright, especially if you're up close looking at it right here. This is what is really cool for laser levels. Let me stand right behind it. Number one, nice green light on it here. Again, your battery indicators, and no blinking, no flashing of the lasers means you are level. So I'm squared up right here, but I like this because I need to move this light up a little higher, and I want it to catch it perfectly, as we can see the laser here to right here. So as you can see, the laser is going right through the center of my electrical box here, which I'm off a little bit in my circle there. So I actually need to go over to the right a little bit to line that up beautifully. Now, another thing laser levels are really good for is when you have your studs. So I'm off just a little bit over here. But when I go to do my drywall work, I want to tack that laser on 16 center. And then I use my laser level literally all the way up the sheetrock drywall and do my drywall screws. So I know exactly where my stud is. So I hit a stud every time without guessing. Again, just like this here. And then follow that laser line all the way up and tack your screws in right here, as we can see. Now, if you have something to mount that on and you had a header board running across your sheets right here, you could have that line going in the T pattern so you could tack your screws on like that as well. Very, very helpful. When you do have it on energy saving mode as it dims and brightens, that's going to give you 20 hours of usage on a full charge. And if you don't use energy saving mode, you will have 8 hours on a full charge. And here's a little bit better of a shot here if you do have it on a camera tripod or a work tripod meant for tools like this. So again, if I need to make micro adjustments, I can raise that up a little bit or toggle that down. Okay, so your top button up here, we'll hit it once and it goes into energy saving mode. You hit it again and you go into pulse mode. And pulse mode is good for large, long distances. And so we're gonna test that also in my shop, but you do have pulse mode as well. And then we hit it one more time and we go back to normal there. Now, unfortunately, outside in the direct sunlight, no matter what laser level you do get, it's just not gonna show because there's just too much light outside. I have it on pulse mode right now, and unfortunately, I can't even see it on the side of the house about 15 feet away or so. Let me try to get off pulse mode on regular high bright mode. Yeah, and even going up close as I can to it, I just can't see it, unfortunately. So this is definitely a inside job, laser level, but even like I showed you in my kitchen, a lot of light pouring in. You can still see it, but if you do get a room where it's a little bit more dimmer, even better in that situation. So we have flash mode here, which is very, very fast. And then of course we have pulse mode, so they're both different. So how to get into the flash mode, double press the power button and then to get out of it, you go ahead and hit it one more time. Now, if you are working outside in a shaded portion of your home, I'm pretty close to the wall, but you can see it on the outside of my wall here as it's crossing in the middle. But again, I'm very close to it, about maybe 5 feet away or so in a shaded area. So that is possible. All right, now we're in my shop, which I got a lot of stuff in here, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, we have light coming in the windows, but it is dimmer in here. And then I have right behind, I have some shop windows right here. That's pouring in a nice amount of light here. So it is a dim situation as well, but let me show you here. All the way up against my lift pillar on the left-hand side, you can see the laser. And then you can see the horizontal laser all the way back there. You're looking at probably from where the laser level is. This is a 60 by 40 shop. So that's about 55 feet away to the white insulation. And then pull back another about 12, 14 feet to the pillar where it's crossing over. So again, if you're going to be shooting far distances, I would put it in flash mode here. If you're having trouble seeing it, totally up to you, or you can have it just standardized. Okay, now we're at about 32 feet to that piece of wood here. So let's go in for a closer look. Ceiling looks great. We got our side laser over here on the side of the shop here, as well as coming up this side here, all the way around. And that's a nice thick line. You're looking at a 1/4 inch line right there. So nice and thick from about 32 feet away. Gets nice and thick on us. I like it. And I didn't look behind us, but because it is a 360 laser, it's going all the way behind the laser level as well. So let's say I'm working on a ladder. Let's go ahead and hit the different controls. So there we just killed our top one there. Now we brought back our horizontal line. We killed our vertical line. Now we're back. Put it in energy saving mode and all the functions right here. And I'm about 20 feet away from it or so, but definitely helpful if you are up on a ladder and need to change without coming down off the ladder. And unfortunately, yes, you cannot turn it off completely, but you can put it in energy saving mode if you're up on scaffolding and you don't want to get down and turn it off. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably the coolest feature of the laser level. And that magnet is actually pretty nice here. So this is just my shop door. The metal on my shop door latches right on that metal right there. And let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, you're like, Chris, well, what if I want to rotate it? No worries at all. It simply just rotates this direction. If you want it to come that direction or goes back that direction on the mount as well for all your 360 lines. And then once again, this is really cool for micro adjustments like that there. So that is as low as it goes, and then that's as far as it goes. And you can also, if you don't want to scroll the wheel, you can just kind of pull it down gently as well. And something I just noticed as well, looks like there is a mounting hole up here. If you want to mount that permanently or temporarily with a screw, if you don't have any metal around, but I think that's a really neat feature. Because my previous laser level, I actually had to get very creative with boxes and books to get it to the right height I needed. So having additional options with that magnet is definitely nice. Once again, right below the video, top link in the description box below is going to be this exact same laser level where you guys can read more about it and pick it up yourself. But just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything that I do make a video about. But if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, go ahead and purchase on away. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on the way out and subscribe if you like to see more videos like this. Once again, top link in the description box below will be your laser level. Have a great day, guys. Don't let the party stop, guys. Hit one of these videos, continue to watch, and we'll see you soon.